Okay, good morning YouTubers. It's a very nice sunny day on the 5th of September. Enjoying very pleasant weather, sun, not too hot, plenty of dew in the morning. This is our Czech Rica. This is pretty typical of our apples this year. We've just checked these out and they're ready for picking. You can tell if an apple's ready by you twist it, and if it comes off easily then it's ready. Maybe we'll leave this for a little bit longer, but the tree is getting a bit bent from the weight of the apples, so we'll be picking those soon. Just by the corner of our chicken pen you can see our conference pear, and these are starting to drop, so we'll be picking these probably at the weekend. Very good crop this year on that pear. And even just looking at the grass in the meadow, you can see what a good year it's been. Down there is a little walnut we planted, which was grown from one of the walnuts we have. Looking a bit weak, but I think we'll survive. So just moving through the orchard. Here we've got our chestnut, edible chestnut. We bought this as a very small bush. Not sure it was, well, maybe it's a tree. And this has really taken off. This is probably 3 to 4 years old now. We've got our main aronia. Well, you can see how big it is next to Magda. And this is again a really good crop this year. Wow, those are fantastic. And when will we be picking these?
As soon as I have time.
Okay, I think we'll make these into juice. Yeah, makes very healthy juice. This bush must be, how old do you think? 20 years?
I know exactly how old it is because I planted it. I'm at 25.
25 years old.
Almost as old as I am.
That's incredible. But it keeps on producing every year. Very reliable. What plum is this one?
This one's called Yo-Yo. It's a new variety. It's young, but it's fantastic. No, disease free. It had a very good pears this year.
Yeah, we picked those.
It was our best tree.
Yeah.
Like young, but the plums were sweet and no disease.
Yeah, I think we'll be planting another of these. We've got a few more aronia bushes on the property, so we'll have plenty of aronia. This is our Stanley. Again, these two trees are really old. We do get a few plums off them.
They're big.
And healthy?
This year, fruit is generally healthy.
Yeah, because we did spray. Normally we don't have time.
For fruit, so yeah. No worms.
That looks good.
Very sweet.
Alright, so we'll have to get these. It's a really tall tree. That's why they're not that popular in the modern times, because you've got to use a ladder to get the fruit. But we have a tall ladder, so we'll give that a go.
Plums have already finished. We've already eaten them.
Yeah, this is a Węgierki, which is again probably as old as the Stanleys. We've got a few young trees planted at the back. Looking pretty healthy, and if they're like this, they'll definitely survive the winter. Dory is in hunting mode. You can catch a mouse. The only thing I don't like about it is she catches lizards. And lizards I like. We planted these blueberries from the front. This is probably the best one, but they do take time to grow. This is which?
It's a good old Polish variety called Kosztela. It's very sweet.
Very nice apples.
One
Fairly,
of the oldest varieties.
it's a fairly young tree, and this is the best crop we've had, definitely this year. Not too much disease on it, which is good.
Very sweet.
Yeah. That's our second conference pear, not as good as the other tree. Fruit bushes, still very small. And today I'll be picking these Węgierki. We picked the ones off the bottom branches, but these are tasting perfect at the moment. Very sweet. I tried one yesterday. So
Like this inside, they're small but very sweet.
yeah,
The
and
best plum.
again, disease free this year because we sprayed.
Once.
Yeah, once. I think we should really do it twice, shouldn't we?
Yeah, but once was enough.
Okay, and then I've done a lot of work on the raised beds in the past couple of weeks. If you remember from an earlier video, I put sawdust down between the paths. It doesn't really work. Weeds came up, which I've weeded recently. That was a lot of work. So I got to find, I think what we're going to do is use this black, it's called folia in Polish. We'll put that, I'm going to put 3 new raised beds at the bottom, and I'll use that folia on these paths to suppress weeds. Our best veg has been the Swiss chard, this in the middle with the red stem.
And pumpkin.
Yeah, and these pumpkin. Since we put in the raised beds, we've never had such good ones.
There was one more like this, even bigger, picked already.
Yeah. These are Hokkaido, aren't they?
No, Hokkaido. Those small ones over there
Ah,
are
okay.
very tasty.
So what are these green ones?
Muscat.
Muscat, yeah. And they taste fantastic.
They're the best. And they're very, they've got a lot of flesh.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a lot of pumpkin soup, hopefully pumpkin pie. We'll be picking the beetroot fairly soon. You don't want to let them get too big.
This is Hokkaido. They are small, but they taste fantastic.
Yeah.
You can even eat them raw.
They don't really get much bigger than that, do they?
A little bit, but not much.
Yeah. In one of the raised beds, we'll transplant this row of strawberries. Put in a few runners here. So we'll have one raised bed just for strawberries. I weeded this one, so we just got some leaking. And these are pretty much carrots and dwarf beans. Just pull out a carrot, let's have a look. Again, since putting in the raised beds, it's the best carrot crop we've ever had.
This is the shape I pull out.
Like, I think we should have thinned these out a bit. Yeah, that's not bad. And I did give all these rose beds some nettle tea yesterday, so these will definitely be getting bigger. Yeah, that's okay. That's a good size. Okay. Wow, that's a good size.
One root, 1 meal.
Yeah. That is huge. So we'll have to
Yes, have to go to the kitchen now.
yeah. Okay, and then we've got our onions here. I think I planted red and white. They're still quite small, so I'm going to leave those for another month, I think. Okay, and chickens are doing well. They had a huge pot of pasta yesterday that we were throwing out, so they're in a good mood. The quail, we had a disaster. Well, a mini disaster, let's say. Unfortunately, on this this door here, we need to put a hook. And my daughter was with her little friend. They opened the door and they didn't close it properly. So from 11 quail, we are down to how many? 3?
5.
5.
Yeah.
We caught. I think we had 3 in the 3 stayed in the cage, and we caught 3 more, but one of them died. She was out overnight. But we still got the white quail, which is our favourite. So we're glad that she didn't escape. But anyway, we'll probably replenish this from the same friend we got the other quail from. Okay, that's just an update. Hope you enjoyed it.